All right, so now we're going to look at horizontal and vertical lines. Now, so it turns out an equation of a horizontal line through HK is just y equals k. But it's natural to wonder, well, why is that true? Well, let's take a look. So I'm going to assume that k is positive, but k really could be anything, actually. That is, k could be positive, negative, or 0. So if I were to draw a line y equals k, so if I were to draw, a horizontal line through k on the y-axis, well, any point on this line, since it's horizontal, meaning the height doesn't change, is all the y coordinates are going to equal k. In other words, if I take any 2 points on this line, say 0, k, and say 1, k, these are 2 points on the line, what is the slope going to be? Well, we're going to have k minus k over 0 minus 1. Well, that's 0 over negative 1, which is 0. So in other words, the line will be of the form 0 times x plus k. B in this case will be k because it passes through the point 0k. So we get y just equals k. So that's a horizontal line through y equals k. Now for a vertical line through a number h, so I'm going to assume h is positive, but just like with the horizontal lines, that doesn't have to be so. Well, if this line is vertical, every point on that line has x coordinate h. So in other words, every point on this line is going to have x coordinate h. So this could be h1, this could be h negative 2, but every point on that line has x coordinate h. Notice that the slope is undefined because the x coordinate never changes. So as an example, the vertical line that goes through 1, 0, this line, this is going to have equation x equals 1. And for the horizontal line through 0, 1, this line, that's horizontal, so it's going to be y equals 1. So that's what horizontal and vertical lines. Now, it actually turns out we could take this a step further and actually consider this the general form of the equation of a line. In other words, any line is the graph of an equation of this form. Ax plus by plus c is 0. As long as a and b, at least one of them is not 0, every line is the graph of an equation of this form. Or the graph of any equation that looks like this is going to be a straight line. It might be vertical, it might be horizontal, but it's going to be of that form for some a, b, and c. I mean, here's one example. Suppose we have this. 8x minus 4y plus 12 is 0. And really the best way to graph it is try and get y in terms of x. By doing so over here, we have y equals 8x plus 12 over 4, which is 8x over 4 plus 12 over 4, which is equal to 2x plus 3. So we actually have the line y equals 2x plus 3. So if we wanted to graph that, okay, so what do? Well, again, we know the slope is 2, and we know the y-intercept is 3. So really, we want to get 2 points on the line. Well, if we take x to be 0, you should be able to see right away that your y is going to be 2 times 0 plus 3, which is, let me just fix that up. So I'm just going to redraw it over here. But if x is 0, you should be able to get y is 2 times 0 plus 3, which is 3. So 1 point on the line is 0, 3. Now we need another point on that line. Well, what if I take x to be, say, 1? Then y is 2 times 1 plus 3, which is 2 plus 3, which is 5. So another point on that line is 1, 5. So if we were to graph this line, here's 0, 1, 2. Here's 1. See if we can draw this correctly. 2, 3, 4. Let me just fix this up a bit. 5. So we have 0, 3, 1, 5. So the line is going to do something like that. So again, we just plot the points and we connect them.